Welcome back to the channel. The name of the channel is CAD with Mr. Hugh. We aim to become your favorite AutoCAD resource online. Now in today's video, we'll be looking at intersection, specifically intersection of solids. So this topic has two names. Some books call it intersection, some books call it intersection of solids, and that is the topic we'll be looking at today, all right? So in the previous video, would have looked at first angle projection and the third angle projection. So perhaps you could look at those two videos after you finish watching this one, okay? Right. So in today's lesson, we'll be given the front elevation of a prism that is vertical and a cone. So we have a prism and a cone that is intersecting in both the front elevation and the plan. Now, what you're required to do is to draw the line of intersection that is formed between intersecting the intersection of the prism and the cone, right? So in today's video, we will be doing the geometrical construction in AutoCAD, and you could also use the traditional T-square, set square, and the other drawing instruments, such as a compass, to produce the same drawing, okay? So we're going to move on now to the actual AutoCAD software. So thanks for watching the introduction. As mentioned in the introduction, in today's video, we'll be looking at the intersection of a cone, a right cone, and a prism. All right, so the first thing we're going to draw is the cone, and then we're going to draw the prism in the front elevation, okay? So here is our cone. There's our cone, and it's a right cone, okay? The next thing we're going to draw is the prism as it is represented in the front elevation, all right? So we're going to draw our prism now, okay? So there, there, enter. Hold on. Delete. So we're going to go again. Line. Enter. We're going to draw the next line. Enter. All right. So this is our prism. All right. All right. Let us draw the top of it. All right. That's the top of our prism. All right. Now we need to trim out this little part here. All right. So, all right. So here we have our, this is a prism. Here, this is a prism. Yes. And below the triangle represent the right cone. All right. So the next thing we need to draw is a plan view representing the prism and the cone. Can you guess what shape would I see in the plan? Or what shapes would I see in the plan? I'm gonna give you 33 seconds and then you come back. All right. Make sure you come back because I'll be waiting on you. All right. So we're gonna see a circle in the plan. Okay. So we're gonna see a circle. And what else are we gonna see? We're gonna see a square. All right. All right. So I'm gonna draw a square. in the plan view to represent the prism. All right. So this is the center. All right. So there, 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 there. Enter. All right. Let us check if it is a square. Okay. So we're gonna measure this as 120. We're gonna measure this as 110, 20. So it's a square. All right. Good. Now, what we're gonna do, we're going to align the prism in the front elevation with the plan, okay? All right, so I'm gonna delete these two lines. All right, it's a little bit too wide. The prism will be too large for the cone, okay? So I'm going to draw a line going up, a line coming down, okay? All right. So here, coming down to there, enter, there, coming down to there, enter, all right? So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna trim off the excess, all right, which is here. So trim that, trim that. So the prism I drew before, it was too big for the cone that we had, okay? It wouldn't work, all right? All right. So here we have our front elevation and plan for the prism and the right cone. All right. So the first thing we're gonna do, we're gonna draw. We're gonna determine what we're gonna do. We're gonna cut up from the lowest point to the highest point at the intersection. We're gonna cut cuts along the cone, horizontal cuts along the cone. Now, can you guess where you're gonna get the smallest diameter that this cut would be? Can you guess where you get the largest diameter for the cut? All right, let me show you. What you're going to do in the plan, the first step is to draw a construction circle. Construction circle. This will be the smallest disk. All right, and the largest disk will be this one. All right, so I need to turn off this and maybe this. Right? Okay. So this is the smallest disk and the largest disk. What you're going to do is project these lines up, right? To touch the side. All right, so we're going to draw a line there. Enter. Can do the same thing on the other side. Enter. All right. So what we're going to do now, we're going to draw a line from this intersection of this line, which would represent the center line when we're finished. Yes, we're in this circle. Intersect this horizontal. We're going to project a line up to the side of the cone and draw it across, and that will be the largest disk. All right, so let me show you. So we're going to go from here, going up. Let's turn on this. Enter. And can do the same thing on the same time side if you want, but it is symmetrical. The next thing I'm going to do is draw a horizontal line from this intersection going across. All right, let me trim off the excess lines. These are construction lines. If you was using the traditional instruments such as a T square, set square, you would let them stay because those will be drawn with those lines would be drawn to 4H pencil and they would represent construction lines. All right. So this disc will be the lowest point that the prism, the lowest point on the prism, right? So what we can do, we can draw this line down, okay? Yes, enter. The same thing again. Good. So that's the lowest point on the prism, right? To get the highest point on the prism now, can you guess what you think we're gonna do? Right, we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna draw this line up to intersect the side of the cone, which is represented by a triangle, okay? So we're gonna go up, which should be the same point there. Enter. I'm just showing you with the same point. Then you're gonna go line at the intersection, go across. It should be a horizontal line, okay? Enter. All right. Now, what this is the highest point. This is the lowest point. So let me mark them for you. All right, what we're gonna do, this so right here will be the lowest point. Right here will be the lowest point, and this will be the highest point. Right here in this middle line. Right here in the middle point right here. So what having drawn the highest point and the lowest point, what you're gonna do is take a series of cuts between there, right? So we're going to divide this little space into what about three? So we can take two more cuts. All right, so let us divide it into three. So I'm gonna zoom it up. Where are we? Yeah, we're dividing this. So let us label it. We're gonna label it just so you're understanding. So we're gonna label right here. All right, gonna work with it. So we're gonna label this A and label this B, okay? So we're gonna divide between A and B into three equal parts, all right? A and B. So A is at the intersection here. I mean, B is at the intersection here, A is at the intersection here. So to divide it, what we'll do, we're gonna draw a line, any angle, any length here. Yes. Then we're gonna mark three arcs, all right? So center start in. All right, so come now. There. I'll put this at about 8. And here it is. That's 1. Yes, I'm gonna go again. Come. Yes, that is on. You're gonna come here. What did I use? 8. All right, that's the second one. Right, I'm gonna do the same thing again. I'm gonna mark 3 arcs, center, and 8. Right, so there it is. Good. All right. So what we're gonna do now, we're gonna join the last division to B. Is there, enter, right? And what we're gonna do now, we're gonna slide this line parallel from, if it was to number this 1, 2, 3. We're gonna slide this line parallel from, let me label it for you. So, all right, so 4. No. Right, the starting point is here. Gonna make it 4. Right, so this would be 3. This would be 2. And this would be 1. Right? What we're gonna do is slide this line parallel with 2 set squares from 2, 2, and 1. Okay? All right, so here we have between A and B divided into 3 equal parts. All right? So what we're going to do now, we're going to draw circles from this center going through this point. So let's go now. Center, radius there. Yeah, good. We're going to do the same thing again. Center, radius there. All right, so there we have 2 discs. We're going to cut 2 discs. Can you guess what we're going to do next? We're gonna do the same thing that we did before. We're gonna project the disc up to the front elevation, get the disc representing on the horizontal in the front elevation, and then plot the points. All right, let me show you. All right, so I'm gonna center the drawing so you can see that a little bit clearer. All right, we don't need to see the top right now, okay? So I'm gonna zoom, all right? All right, so what we're gonna do now, I'm gonna center the drawing so you can see. All right, so I'm gonna draw a line up here. Let's turn on this. Enter. Since we are just gonna follow through, so we're gonna draw the horizontal disc here. Good. Right. I'm gonna trim. We wanna keep our drawings clean. As I said, if you're using a traditional T-square, or set square, pencil, French curve erasers, you would just leave the line, because that would be a 4H construction line, right? But you know, AutoCAD want to keep it clean, so I trim it. But you could let it stay, but the drawing looks neater. All right, so having drawn this there now, look what I did. Can you guess what's the next step? What we did, two, where did circle, did these two intersect the front face? Remember, we are looking to see the front, you know. We are looking this way. We're looking this way. There, 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 enter. So we are looking this way. So what we're doing, we're going to look at it. Where the second circle? All right, so we're going to plot it. So where the second disc, this one, intersect this line, you're going to project a line going up. Okay? So we go here at the intersection, which is right here. Can you see? Right here. Good. We're going to draw a vertical construction line to to locate to intersect the disc in the front elevation. All right. So look now. Its disc is here. Isn't that so? Yes. There. Enter. We're gonna do the same thing on the other side. So where the disc intersect the square, we're gonna draw a line. So we go here, there, right there. Enter. Good. All right. The next one is 1. Right. So we're gonna do the same thing. Where this disc intersect the prism, the edge of the prism, we're gonna draw a line up right here. All right. So we're gonna go down. Line. intersection going up, pan, we're gonna pan, going up. Where's the second disc? I didn't draw it up as it, so I'm gonna just put it here for the time. Enter. I'm gonna do the next slide. So what I'm gonna do is project up the second disc, which is this number one right here, right? So look now. I projected this one, right? I need to project the line going up here. So let's do that now. Line here. Gonna go up. Look, gonna go up to the side of the cone to get the disc, which is there. Enter. We're gonna draw a horizontal line to represent the disc in the front elevation. Enter. We're gonna trim to let our drawings look neat and sharp. As I said, if we was using the traditional instruments, which would comprise of a T-square, two set squares, the 45-degree and the 360 set square, compass and pencils and French curve, you would let it stay, all right? But for AutoCAD, I want to keep it neat. All right, so that line coming up, where this line intersect this line, that will be the next point, right? We're going to do the same thing on the next side. All right. So if you are following along, where the second disc intersect, right? So where the second disc, it is this one, intersect the first face of the prism in the front elevation, I'm gonna draw a line from this intersection going up. All right. All right, so you got line there going up. And it will be right here, okay? Enter. All right. So this little line here can be trimmed out. What happened? We didn't draw the disc before projected up, projected it up, right? What happened a while ago? Right. So we're gonna trim this little part. Right. Enter. All right. So what we're gonna do now? We're gonna plot the points. All right. So we're gonna go spline and look at the points now. Look at the points. Can you picture the points? Can you picture the points? Where the points are? You picture it and then I'm gonna draw it. All right. So after three, I'm gonna draw it. One, two, three. All right. So we go spline. So this is the first point there, there. That's the second disc. This is the smallest disc coming down, down, there, there. Enter. Right? So this is a line of intersection that is formed when a vertical prism meets a right cone. All right? What we're going to do now is darken our drawing and put in our um, line of intersection. All right? So let me darken it up now for you. So I'm going to come down here now, outline. And we're gonna draw this spline first, but it doesn't matter which one you draw first. So we go there, 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 there. Good. All right, so we're gonna draw the line now. Watch now. There, there. So if you're using a traditional T-square, Z-square instruments, this will be your dark pencil. All right. All right. So we're gonna go again. Here, there, there, there. Enter. I'm gonna darken the plan now. Can you guess what we will darken in the plan? It would be with the circle. And there's another way to darken it, right? I'll show you in another video, okay? Yeah, this is just one way. This would be we're doing it like the traditional T-square, Z-square, okay? All right. right, so we have there, 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 there. Enter. Right? So here we have the construction. This is the finish. Darkened object. All right, we can actually remove this. Let us move it, right? Because we want to label our, or we can just delete it. All right, let's just delete. So just an explanation, right? All right, so what I did, I made some space between the front elevation and plan so I can label it, okay? The reason why I drew it close is because I'm on a laptop, so I don't have such a big screen and the size is 15.6 inches in diagonal. So it's a relatively small screen. So when you're doing AutoCAD, you normally draw on a large screen, all right? So you don't normally draw on, so that is what happened because I had a small screen. I put it close. So I've finished drawing the drawings, and you have seen the principle. So I just space it so I can label the front elevation. So I'm gonna label the front elevation. All right. So I'm gonna come here, there. Uh, the height we're gonna make it 4. All right, that's too small. So we're gonna go again. There. Gonna make it 8. Right. So this is better now. So this is the front. It's a little bit too small, and I will go again. There. I'm gonna make it 10. All right, so this is the front elevation, right? Gonna label this one plan. Right, so the drawing is finished then. The drawing is finished, yes. All right, so one more thing we're gonna add on the drawing is the center line because the object is symmetrical. So we're gonna come here, there, there, oops. I'm gonna undo that, all right? All right, so we'll go again, line, there, I'm gonna draw it again, center line, and then what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna draw it over this. Yes, I'm gonna draw it over this, all right? So, but you're not gonna see it, so I'm gonna, all right, let us see. All right, so we're going to draw our line here. All right, gonna come again. All right. Uh, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna delete this line, delete that line, delete that line. All right, so we'll go again. So, all right, so we're gonna go line. All right. So here now we have our drawing that is needed. We have the line of intersection, which is this, right? We have the front elevation. Oh, there's one more thing that we need to add to the drawing. Let us add. All right, so this line will be a hidden detail line, okay? right? Can you see that? Right, so that line will be a hidden detail line. Okay, so here is our complete drawing. We have the front elevation, the line of intersection, which is this arc, right? Here our hidden detail lines represent the cone. Here we have the plan representing the cone and the prism. Okay, I've moved the dimensions 120 millimeters outside of the drawing. So please make note of that correction. All right. So this brings us to the end of today's video. In today's video, we looked at intersection and the two objects which we drew the intersection for was a line of intersection that is found when a vertical prism, intersects a right cone, right? So we were given the front elevation and plan, and we were required to draw the geometrical construction in either AutoCAD or the traditional instruments such as a T-square, set-square, compass, and a pencil, right, to draw the line of intersection that will be formed. So thanks for joining us on the channel called CAD with Mr. Hugh on the YouTube platform. We appreciate your time and take care until we meet again. In the next video, we'll be looking at conic section. So take care again until we meet again. Bye. Thanks for watching the video and don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell, like, comment and share.